definitely excited to come up here and give you guys my vector talk of how I got started with the company. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in San Diego. That's where I moved up from just about 2 months ago or so. March 4th was when I moved up to LA. I lived in Chula Vista, which is literally Mexico, Tijuana. It's like 5 minutes. I live 5 minutes from the border. So yeah, I was definitely there every weekend. Let me see. Some of my first jobs when I first started working, my first job ever was at SeaWorld. You guys know where SeaWorld's at, right? Yeah. So I was the guy that would brush Shamu's teeth. Nah, totally fake. No, I was actually, I had to make churros, I had to make popcorn, pretzels, and serve soda. Now, it's not fun when you're in front of a churro. Just picture this, guys. A churro machine that's about 350, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You're wearing a stupid hat, a stupid apron, and I can't roll my sleeves up or else I'll get written up. So they have to be down. And you're in the hot sun that's about 90, 100 degrees. It's not the best job in the world. I was 16. I was making about $9 an hour, so it's pretty cool for high school as a junior. I had money. I mean, I had my car, so everything was good with that. I worked there for about 1 year and 4 months. I figured the sun was not my best friend, so I got a different job. I started working at Hollister. Not much better. The only upgrade was that I was in a room with AC now. So that's pretty cool. I wasn't sweating anymore. However, I was still in a company that there was really no growth. I felt like I was going to go nowhere besides making $10 an hour. The worst part about Hollister was I worked maybe 5 hours a week for $10 an hour. So $50 minus taxes, I got like 40 bucks. It was wasted before I even got it. It was spent before I even got the paycheck, right? So obviously, horrible job, left that after a month. The way I heard about Cutco was actually at school. I was at college. I was going to Southwestern College at the time. I remember walking by and I looked to my left, my manager at the time, recruiting people, because that's how sometimes we get a chance to help out with that. And I just remember seeing $16.50. It says $16.50 base pay. Now, I didn't really care what base pay was, but I knew what $16.50 was. So, of course, I turned over to him, and I said something along the lines of, maybe I shouldn't have, but I said, I will effing do anything for $16.50. What do I got to do? And he's like, well, calm down there, buddy. Calm down there. Let me tell you what it's about. So he told me the story. He told me I was going to be selling knives, this and that. And I told him, you know what, I don't care. I can sell anything. I'll sell knives. It's not a big deal. Just sign me up. I was really excited. I was eager just because of the $16.50. Because, I mean, I came from $9 an hour at SeaWorld to $10 an hour at Hollister. So $16.50 seemed pretty cool, right? Now, they gave me a call the next day, sent me up for an interview. I remember I came in for the interview. There was about 7 people at the beginning, and then there was 5 of us at the group. I was that guy that would answer every question and was really annoying and wouldn't let anybody else answer. But that was me. During the interviews when I realized how great of an opportunity it was, I realized how the pay structure was, how I can actually make my own paychecks. It's up to me how much I'm going to make for the week. If I want to work hard, I'm going to make good money. If I'm going to be lazy, I'm not going to make any money. Plain and simple. I like the fact that you can advance in the company. I moved into assistant manager after 4 months. I was 18 years old. I started running interviews, so I had people that were twice the age of me. Sometimes they were 3 times older, 4 times older. But I was there managing. I was there giving those interviews, so I got the opportunity. So I saw that interview that you can actually grow. So those were the 2 main things that I really saw that attracted me to the job, besides the money, of course. So I went through the interview, whatever. I got called in. I got the job. It was awesome. I went through my training. My first day of training, I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I was going to show up and sell knives. We went over the manual, and I remember I asked my manager, really, all I have to do is read this, and I will make money. And I'm the kind of person where if you tell me what I have to do, and I see it happening in front of me, and I see people succeeding, then I'm going to do it. I mean, I'd be pretty stupid to do something else, right? If obviously what they're showing me works. So what I did, I set up my first appointment just like all of you guys, just like you were supposed to. It was technically supposed to be for my mom. However, she rescheduled. I had to do a different one. I ended up doing it with my girlfriend at the time, sister's best friend's mom. Now, the only reason I did that is because she was an HM30. And I remember my manager said, see HM30s and you will sell Cutco. So what did I do? I saw HM30s. I set up the appointment. She had a good job. She was like a lawyer. She had her husband, nice house, whatever. I went over. As soon as I got there, she had all her Cutco laid out for me to take. She had more than I had to show. I got there and I was like, oh crap, what do I do? I am not prepared for this. So of course I remember my manager saying, if you don't know what to do, what do? Call, right? I mean, what Elaine says actually works, you guys. All right? I sold $100,000 plus of this stuff, and it wasn't on my own. It was with my manager. So I called my manager and I said, they have more Cutco than I do. What do I do? Then he said this new word to me that I didn't hear in training. It was wish list. Any of you guys ever heard of wish list? No? But you guys will hear about it a little bit more as you go. Wish list is basically just find out what they like that they don't have. It generally happens with people that have it. Sometimes you can do it with people that don't. I remember we made a big old list, and I was just like, yeah, get this, you don't have this, you don't have that. And it was just my excitement that really got her excited. You know, I was like, I don't know what this is for, but it's awesome. You know, it's the biggest knife we have, you're going to use it. Let's put it on the wish list just for fun, yeah? And they're like, yeah, okay, why not? Because it's just about your enthusiasm, right? Your confidence, expecting the sale. So we made a big old wish list. It was like $2,000. She ended up buying only 162. But it was cool to be able to drop down and get all those no's out of the way and build that confidence that even though they said no to me 10 different times, they still ended up buying something. I could have given up at the 5th no and walked out of there without a sale. I could have made a no on my first appointment, and who knows, maybe I would have not gone to my second appointment, or I would have gone with a different attitude, and then I wouldn't be here right now, right? So remember that. I mean, it doesn't matter how many no's you get, people are going to love Cutco. You got to keep going down the steps. Don't skip anything. You end up skipping something, they're going to not be able to get what's in there because you didn't show them. That's a little extra tip. So I did my first appointment. It took me 3 appointments to get my first promotion, just from following the manual and following the simple steps. 4 months later, I got assistant manager, and then my first summer came. I want to talk about you guys' first summer because I know it's most of you guys' first summer. I want to go over what to expect and what you guys should get out of it. I'll make this as quick as I can because I know it's getting a little late. But your first summer is going to be hectic. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard. It's going to be awesome, though. You guys are going to grow the most. Now, how many of you guys came to this job to get experience? How many of you guys came to this job to not only to get experience, but to get personal growth, communication skills? You know, back then, I wouldn't be able to stand in front of a room with a bunch of strangers that I don't really know and give a talk. Now I can do that because of the job, right? Because of the experience that you get from back there. Well, that here is where you're going to be able to get all of the things that you guys want to get out of the job. Okay? Let me see some. So you definitely get that during the summertime because that's when you get the most experience. You're going to have the most free time if you're not going to school. You're going to have a chance to actually work. You're going to get the biggest paychecks you've ever gotten. How many of you guys are 18? Okay, I started when I was 18. When I was 18, my biggest paycheck was over $3,000 for 1 week. I didn't know what to do with it. I probably spent it on something I shouldn't have. I don't even know what happened. But save it, you guys. Best thing you could do is open up a Roth IRA. If you guys haven't or don't know what that is, look it up. I lost my chair. What was I talking about, guys?
18-year-old's biggest paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. Just making sure you guys pay attention. All right, so yeah, definitely biggest paycheck was pretty awesome. So you guys will get that opportunity here with Vector this summer, if you stick with it. Now, how many of you guys have gotten no sales? How many of you guys have gotten a no on the phone? How many of you guys have gotten hung up on? How many of you guys have gone through a rude person? Exactly. It's going to continue to happen. It still happens to me. It happened to me yesterday. Oh, well, it's part of the job, right? If you guys have that mentality this summer, you guys will get everything I just said. If you guys have a completely different mentality, you guys are not going to get what I just said. Remember that. All right. Now, some great things that you can also get for the job are paid vacations. I got to go to Canada twice for free. The company paid for everything to go check out the company itself, the factory in Olean, New York. It was freaking awesome. Ask Elaine how you can get involved in that. Everybody has that opportunity. You get a chance to branch, just like she mentioned. I branched in Yuma, Arizona, which is that one town that you drive by and you just keep on driving. That's where I was at. It was challenging. I will tell you this: it was by far the biggest challenge that I have ever done in my life till this day. There was not one day during the summertime that I woke up and told myself, screw this, I quit. Kid you not. Every single day. Because it was the hardest thing. However, of course, after 5 minutes of rethinking it, going over my goals, opening my eyes, realizing what I was doing and why I was doing it, of course I didn't quit. But just to show you guys, you're going to go through the biggest challenges, but you have to make sure you don't quit because you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit. But just don't. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? Only person that can make you quit is who? Yourself, right? If you stop yourself from quitting, then who's going to make you quit? Not a damn person, right? Exactly. So you guys can branch if possible. I mean, that's one of your goals. Why not? Everybody in this room has the opportunity to branch. I did not come out of my mother's womb and said, hey, I want to sell knives for the rest of my life. Right? I'm no special person that knows all these special little techniques about Cutco that you don't know. I didn't sell $4,500 last week because I know something you don't know. I sold $4,500 last week because I made a load of calls, over 250 phone calls, I saw HM3s, qualified people. My one no sale was a non-HM3. That's my fault. Right? So HM3s, that's what I want to make sure you guys see, HM3s. How many of you guys have seen non-HM3s? A lot of the time, it's a little bit harder to sell, right? A lot different. A lot different for the most part. Who wants to work smart, not hard? HM3s works. Now, don't get me wrong, I've sold homemakers at apartments. I've sold signature sets at apartments. But I'd much rather see the houses because that's where I close most of my sets. I have a lot of my no-sales on the non-HM30s. So make sure you guys see HM30s. I want to give you 5 quick little tips that will help you with the job, not necessarily with selling. Number 1 is just follow the program. Write this down, you guys. It's pretty simple stuff, but it's stuff that a lot of people just don't do. You want to follow the program. The number 1 reason why people fail at this job is because they just don't follow the program. They try to reinvent the wheel, which to me makes no sense whatsoever. If you see somebody next to you that's doing what works and it works, are you going to do what they're doing? Probably, right? It works. You're not going to want to change it. It makes no sense. So follow the program. Follow the manual, the approach, referrals. How many of you guys have the referral approach down? Memorized right now. 1, 2, 3. The people that probably get the most referrals, of course, the managers in the back. All right. How many times have you heard your manager say, memorize this page? Every single day, right? Why haven't you memorized it? Good question, right? Ask yourself that. Why haven't I memorized it? I mean, it's 7 sentences. You guys are all capable of doing it. If not, I mean, I'll give you my little sister's phone number. She's 10 and she'll help you out. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy stuff to do. But it's not going to work if you don't do it. And that's the problem with too many people. They just don't apply the easy stuff. There's a difference between simple and easy, right? This job is simple. It's not easy. Like, you're not just going to make money, right? But it is simple. Because all you have to do is read the damn manual, follow the approach, and you're going to make sales as long as you keep working. Follow the approach, guys. And I used to tell my branch that all the time to my reps. Just follow the damn program, and I promise you will succeed. I can give you guys that guarantee, okay? The second thing is PDI. PDI, I mean, what would Tony Gwynn be without his coach? I'm a Padres fan. Nothing, right? What would I be without my coaches throughout my vector career, my opportunity? Probably nothing, because I didn't know any of this stuff I know now if it wasn't for my managers. Make sure you guys PDI. Another thing that PDI is going to help with is, let's say you go to an appointment and you get a no-sale. And let's say you don't PDI. You go to the next appointment, you get a no-sale. And you don't PDI. Next appointment, you get a no-sale. Then you finally PDI. You got 3 no-sales in a row. What can we tell you? Hey, for the next time, do this. However, you just did 3 in a row. We didn't get a chance to talk to you, so you got 3 no-sales. Do an appointment, get a no-sale, call your manager. Elaine, this is what happened. Elaine can give you a couple tips. Can tell you maybe something or something different that you can say to change the situation for the next time. And all of a sudden, instead of going to a no-sale again, now you're going to make a sale because you PDI'd and got those extra tips. Got that encouragement, got that motivation. All right, it's not to get mad if you made a no-sale. That's fine. I make no-sales. Everybody's going to make no-sales. Remember that. It doesn't matter. Now, third tip I have for you is set goals. Make sure you guys set goals. Adam, can you pass over my blue book, please? Make sure you guys set goals. If you don't have any goals and I don't know what you guys are working for, it's kind of hard to work when you don't have goals. That's what I found throughout my career. There's the weeks where I really don't have goals. I don't have anything working towards. I just say I'm going to work, and then I don't end up working. When I have goals, real lifetime goals, things that I'm actually going for, things that I'm passionate about, that's when I get working. That's why this week I made over 250 phone calls. I don't think I've ever done that in my 4 years besides push period, if that. So definitely have goals. I'm going to go over a few of the things that I go over my customers, some of the goals I have, just to help you guys either come up with goals or also help you show you how to present goals to your customers. First thing I go over is All-American Scholarship. How many of you guys are students right now? All right, if you're a student right now, you're going to school, make sure you're talking to your customers at all times about the All-American Scholarship. It's huge. They love to see someone young or someone that's ambitious or someone that's going somewhere. They love to see that, and they will help you get there. I have people buy Cutco only because of my goals, not because they need it or because they even want it. Kid you not. More than half of my sales last week came from them saying, I'm only buying this to help you hit your goals. After I go over that, I go over my week goal. This week, my goal is to sell $5,000 for the week, and I go over that with them. I tell them what it means to me in order to hit this. I tell them what I'm going to get out of hitting this, and I always tell them, if you want to make it easy for me, just buy all $5,000. I'll take the rest of it out. There you go. You know, they're gonna laugh, but now they're gonna see that I'm here to sell. So I always go over myself. 5,000 for this week. I've only done one appointment. I'm at about 400, but I'll make sure I'll get it. After that, I go over my month goal. This month, my goal is to sell $20,000 worth of Cutco. We're 1 week down. I'm at 5,000 so far, so I always color it in. The key part is having them sign this paper. This really helps out because they have an extra reason to buy something. They have a reason to write on there. You know, people write something like, good luck on your goals, I hope you achieve it, or they compliment you, whatever the case is. But here's the key part. Let's say Maria wrote this, right? And Maria referred me to Jessica, and I'm sitting right there with Jessica, and I go, hey, Jessica, look, your friend Maria actually wrote something. Check it out. We'll make sure we get you right under her, okay? After you purchase something. Right? So goals. Always have goals. Now, after I go over that, I go over my 2013 goals. How many of you guys have goals for this year? Like real goals that you can tell me right now you're passionate about, and you can tell me that you have been trying to hit them since the day you set them. Okay, cool. If your hand went down, then maybe you should think about it. Maybe you should actually open up your eyes and see if you really have any goals. If you don't have any goals, if your hands stayed down the entire time, maybe you should think about it. Not necessarily just work goals, but personal goals, financial goals, any type of goals. It's going to keep you moving in life. Some personal goals I'll share with you guys, is eat healthy and go to the gym at least 5 times a week. I was doing very well with that for a year and a half. However, just recently, in January 28th of this year, I was in a motorcycle accident on the freeway. I was hit by another car, flipped over the motorcycle. I was supposed to die according to the doctor, but I didn't, thank God. And I am not able to go to the gym anymore because of that, because I have a broken collarbone now. But I am going to be able to go again in August. So that's pretty cool because I actually get to go back to what I love. You see how some of you guys are super engaged right now with my goal? That's what I do with my customers. Now it's building rapport. They're all engaged. They're into the conversation now. You guys want to help me out already after I'm done with all this watching. You guys are like homemakers right now. I already know it. She's ready for the ultimate. I see it. After that, I go over the rest of them. I tell them I want to move out of the country, which is why me and Adam are going to learn Portuguese. My biggest dream goal, my biggest lifetime goal is with my business partner, Adam Almanza. I've actually known this guy since we were about 7, 6 years old, since 2nd grade. Lived my entire life, grew up with him, went to the same elementary school, middle school, high school. We had the same dream, same goals, same ambition, same personality, same everything. And we actually decided to move to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico in February of 2014. The 28th, 9:55 a.m., our plane leaves from Tijuana. If you guys want to come say bye, you guys can be right there. We'll have a big crowd saying bye to us. The reason we're moving out there is because we want to actually, we're going to open up a club. How many of you guys know what the Wave House is in San Diego? Alright, she knows. Alright, so what it is basically it's like a beach club on the beach, literally right next to the ocean. You have like the biggest DJs go. All the top DJs, there's like a little wave that you can actually surf for surfers. They have the full bar. You have like your beer pong tables, your flip cup tables. It's a good time for people that are 21 and older, of course. I went to Puerto Vallarta this past New Year's, and it was awesome. The tourism there is great because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of traffic. The alcohol costs the same, so the money is there for clubs. The only thing they didn't have was a club at the beach. They have everything except the actual club. So I spoke with Adam, and we talked about business. We talk about business all the time, how we're going to become millionaires, how we're going to buy our Bugatti, all those good things. And we came up with this, why not? Why not open it? So we bought our tickets. We bought our plane tickets. We're saving up our money. We figured we both take $50,000. That'll be enough added up to buy the land, which from there we can build the club, and from there we can get our resorts. That's going to go around the club, overlooking the club and the ocean, with the pools on top, and then the top floor of each one's going to be a club. She's already wanting to go right here. She's ready to party. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? And you got to paint that picture with I paint that picture with my customers, and I tell them everything I'm telling you guys. And they're going to purchase Cutco to help me get that wave house. I have people that are buying them just to make sure they get free bottle service when I get it. And they're like, I'm buying this so you remember me, Oscar. And that kind of stuff helps, and it motivates me. It keeps me working. That's the only reason I made 250 phone calls, was because without those phone calls, I'm not gonna make the $50,000 to save. Without the $50,000, I'm not gonna get that wave house. Without the wave house, Adam and I are gonna just fail. You know what I mean? That's our lifetime goal. We can't have something and just stop. Same thing for you guys. Make sure you guys have that passion that you want, that goal, work for it, and make it happen, whether it's with work or non-work related. This job is not for everybody. Remember that. It's not for everybody. But it is for everybody that wants to try it. And it is for everybody that actually puts in the effort. Before you leave today or before you go to sleep, ask yourself this question. Write this question down right now. This is what I'm going to finish up with. Ask yourself this. Have I given 100% of my effort to this job? Have I given 100% of my effort to this job? And if the answer is yes, then keep doing it. And I'm sure you are succeeding. But I can guarantee you, 95% of the room, the answer is probably no. The answer is probably no. Because I know my answer was no when I first started. I didn't give everything I had. I could still give more. Last week, I should have done 20 points, not just 9. You know? Everybody has a little bit more in them. But make sure you give yourself the right opportunity with the job by actually trying. Not just trying by doing your own thing, but trying by actually doing the job the right way. It doesn't get much easier than following the program, you guys. Promise. I did it myself. I saw the success. They did it in the back. Obviously, they're your district managers. They know what they're talking about, or else they wouldn't be sitting here. They've gone through many different credit cards from many different Mrs. Jones. Utilize your managers. Set some goals. Work hard. And make it happen, you guys. I mean, we have some big goals as a team. We have some big goals as an office. And if I can't do it on my own, Elaine can't do it on her own, Adam can't do it on his own. You know, you guys can't do it on your own. Nobody can do it on their own. It's a team. Let's make it happen. I hope you guys got a little bit about that. I know it was all over the place. That's how usually my talks go, because I don't write anything down. I just go off the top of my head. But it usually turns out good, I hope. But I hope you guys got a good message out of it. And remember, you guys set those goals, work hard at it, and I hope to see you guys on stage at SC1.